Welcome to some One Piece action. So I want to say this first. Hody Jones, Zoro, and the 5-drop Juribani, at least two of those, right, are the most interchangeable pieces of the deck. So if you want to like customize and you want to try to figure out, okay, what should I move, blah, 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 those are the pieces that you could probably just take out more comfortably, right? And, interchange, I should say. I would recommend uh, really keeping 9-drop Zoro in the deck because of the end game strategy with it is just so powerful. Essentially, you can get 5 9K swings, and that is extremely difficult to stop, especially that late into the game. So yeah, just to like you guys can feel free to do whatever you want with the deck list, of course. But if you wanted to customize it, those are like the easy places to start. Is looking at the Hody Jones, 9-drop Zoro, and at least two of the Jury Bonnies. And maybe the Basil Hawkins too. It's going to be up to like a person's playstyle and comfort. So now this build, the technical strategy of this build is to make it more comfortable for you to double swing at minimum 2 times, right? Minimum 2 times. So we want our comfort zone is using the leader ability 2 times to 3 times in a match. So you can see we got the Raizo. That's to give us more cards in hand. Also, being a 5-life leader does help. And it's you also got to get comfortable finding moments like to pick and choose when to swing twice. Now, for me, I kind of like doing it immediately. It's like the easiest, usually at the beginning of the game. If you go first, then you could probably find something worth chucking, and then you just catch the double swing. Oh wow, we decided to get that trigger out early. I guess to clean up that board, and it's beneficial for us. Yeah, because we get the search, we get another Raizo swing. We could swing into blocker with that. Yeah, we could do some damage this turn. Yeah, we could do some damage this turn. So where was I? Yeah. So you want to comfort zone is 2 to 3 leader abilities per match. So we have card draw in the deck, so that way you can have a handful of cards. And we have defense in the deck, making it a little bit safer to just find your opportunities to swing twice. So this actually looks like a strong opportunity to swing twice with the leader. All this delicious excess Dawn 6K swing, and we're going for it again. Pick a card in hand, there's so many of them. 6K swing. So far we got the one swing out of the way, right? Based on like One Piece ratios or whatever, we might get one more to close the game out, or we might get one more to put us in a winning position. So that's why that in my head it's like you want to get a minimum of 2, the comfort zone 2 to 3. That's how I see it. You can't just get one and expect to win. I mean, of course, anything can happen. Don't take it too concrete, but general thought process. So anyway, me personally, I usually find like the first attack the easiest one to find a double swing opportunity. You go first, you have your 3 Dawn, swing, discard a card, swing. They attack you, you get another card in your hand. Or you go second, and then now you have 4 Dawn, you could play your 1 drop and swing twice. So that's usually the easiest, just to get that extra pressure, that bat. And then you have to find your opportunity in the mid game and then of course to close the game out is usually would be your last double swing, if needed, of course. Now we got a crap ton of cards in hand. We have a crap ton of cards in hand, and we can put a lot of pressure on our opponent. We got lots of Dawn to work with. We technically can go for another double swing. Raizo can swing, give us another card. on the verge of having too many cards in hand. Now, I would say this, we don't need You Can Be My Samurai anymore, since Raizo kind of got us a crap ton of value. I think we got at least 2 cards from Raizo, so we're about to get 3. Yep. Yeah, so much value. So yeah, You Could Be My Samurai and Raizo are just there just to give you that value. Because keep in mind, this is still One Piece. You still have to discard cards to play defense. So your hand resource has to come from something else at this point. Yeah, Kid is a 5 life leader, and I think when he was made, that was the idea. It's like you're a 5 life leader. You're going to be able to get all the resource you need from your life. But no, not at this stage of One Piece. At this stage of One Piece, it's like discarding cards leaves you very vulnerable. Discarding cards leaves you very vulnerable. So you always got to be careful and kind of pick and choose how you want to handle your cards. That Monet is better than people think. We got so many cards in hand. Oh, they just quit. Understandable. So many cards in hand. That Yamato, that 4-drop Yamato, it was put in place of the Odyssey Luffy. So the Odyssey Luffy would allow us to rest a 5-drop blocker, helping us to go for more plays. But because of the conditions that had to be met in order to get his effect, and the fact that he's a 5-drop, it was like, let's just play Yamato. Even though, yes, we can't search for her, we only need her for those moments. So it's like we're going to put the 2 Yamatos in there. Raizo gives us plenty of value at a more efficient Don cost. So we took out the Odyssey Sabo, because, the Raizo was just better, more efficient. Oh, well, it looks like we lost both our Yamatos. Those are only 2 we play. Yeah, the app loves stacking the duplicates. It's very creepy. That happens a lot. And you can't tell me that it doesn't, because then I'll be gaslighting. But, where was I? Yeah. So, Yamato being 4, that's 1 less Don. 6k, good stat line, just in case, the game's still going on a turn. Yeah, Don efficient, blah blah blah. So I think y'all get the gist of it. You can already understand Killer Blocker. You can understand Beige, the 1-drop blocker. These are just blockers just to hold you down, so you can set up your board and set up the conditions you want to meet, so that way you can safely and comfortably double attack. Bonnie's also in there just for that 5-drop Bonnie is in there just for those situations too. It's like, let's freeze this and give myself another turn, because once again, defense is helping you set up your situations, so that way, you see, frozen, so now he can't attack with that. Defense is helping set up your situations so you can find your moments to do things like the double swings and yada yada. I ain't gonna lie, I thought we was gonna go for You Could Be My Samurai play there. It looked like it for a second. I wonder if this is gonna be the... Oh my god, we got both of them. We only played 2. I wonder if this is gonna be the Law deck. It seems like every deck that needs board swarming is just playing choppers, the chopper package. It's kind of funny. Okay, take that. Oh, and feel free, any questions y'all might have, please leave it in the comments. Because I ain't gonna lie to you, I don't have like a script. I kind of just go off my skull, read the thoughts in the back of my head, say it out loud. So if there's any questions you have, feel free to just leave a comment and I'll get to y'all and I'll answer. And I ain't gonna lie, that Law's board setup is looking mighty strong. And they got a lot of cards in hand too. This is like a classic match when you think about it. You know, I actually do find it crazy that he did not protect that. Because, like, you got mad cards in your hand. And those choppers keep your board loaded. So why let them go? Like that's insane if your deck is bricking like that. Or either that or you don't have 2Ks. That's the only thing I can think of. Okay, we took. Man. So Kid and Killer is going to stay strong, right? Because I think that's how it works. Tempting him to attack with the blocker, I guess. I don't know what that Law player is thinking. I don't know. I played Law for the sake of, like, you know, learning how to play the deck. So when I try to make a deck, I have a better idea. But, like, you need Law. I give lots of respect to Law players. That's it. I can only say that so much, right? Block. Rest one of the Namis. Only thing I can think of. Then let's see. Is it going to be a Shambles into a Rush character? Yes, that's exactly what that was. I ain't gonna lie. This looks extremely bleak. This looks hyper bleak. What in the world? Well, we definitely have to leave. Okay, so Kid and Killer doesn't keep their buff. I don't see the green plus signs on them anymore. Yeah, make sure you put a Don on Killer. We got some more blockers, so at least we can have at least 2 blockers. Keep 2 up for Punk Gibson. Yeah, chip away at the board. Okay, yo, he just chucked 3 cards. He just chucked 3 cards. That's nuts. One Piece is a game of math. One Piece is a game of math. One Piece is a game of math. Okay, so he had the 2 killers. I want to say he had 2 killers in his hand earlier. So those are bricks. I think everything else was probably 1K counters, and that's probably why he let the choppers go. Yeah, you still need to block at 2K, and it looks like you don't have 2Ks in your hand. Yo, that's crazy. Okay, so we don't have to be greedy. We can literally just maximize our swings. We're gonna go for a search. Yeah, you get some 2K counter, I guess. Huh, interesting. More defense. And then end. Wow, we just set up a fortress. I ain't gonna lie to you, I felt so confident we was gonna attack those killers. Dang, you played that Zoro out. Yeah. Are you gonna block with the... Oh, Punk Gibson. Okay, cool. I thought I was gonna use the blocker. You could... counter out of that? No, maybe? Tough decisions. He has so much Don. He has plays. So you gotta be careful. Yeah, you do. Understandable. Plays one more card. Oh, okay, he shambles for Cavendish. And then, okay, then he hard cast. Goes for another swing. Oh, yeah. Block, and then then we can rest the chopper. And now we can definitely clean up his board. He's still attacking us. Drop the 2Ks. Oh, man. Ooh, okay, got a Bonnie. Okay, more defense. So we're going to test the waters with 6K swings. Respectfully, I think those will be strong enough swings. 6K onto 5. So he needs a 2K. Oh, there it goes. Giving us the board. Yup. That's disgusting. Either he only has a 1K or he has 2 no counters. 2 bricks. Just oh, you playing it safe? When he had just simply defended the Kid and Killer rather than the Zoro's more likely to just let it go, but I guess better safe than sorry. Then attach 1, okay. Yeah, I was just like thinking to myself, if he let the Kid and Killers go so easily, then there's no way he's protecting the Zoro. But that would have been like a funny play. It's like, just let our guard down. Block, get the draw. Now this is like extremely dangerous. Okay, we have to block, sadly. Let it go. So I guess you could say we kind of lucked up. Find some blockers. Okay. Yeah, punch the Cavendish in the face. Nothing much you can do. You're running off of fumes. Nothing much you can do at this point. Keep in mind, we got a double swing. I would be comfortable discarding You Could Be My Samurai, but I can also see the need to want to keep it. Oh, I see what the brain juice was thinking there. It was like, oh, I could play the Bonnie and freeze the Cavendish. Blocks, okay. Oh, the 9-drop Zoro. That would make sense too. It's like, given the conditions of the board. You know what I'm so surprised at? That we didn't try to leave a Don up. Oh my god. That we didn't try to leave a Don up so we could have played the beige. We got more defense. We're getting like everything we need now. I know you low key want that Ryza on the board, so you can just start drawing. You just completely replenish your hand. Get rid of the Bonnie. You don't need the searches anymore. And yeah, I would definitely just leave Don up for Punk Gibsons. So you can chuck the Ryza if you want to double swing. And this would probably give you the game. Okay, this is the game, but for some reason, I just completely didn't see beige on the board. Man, I ain't gonna lie, it kind of low-key feels like this game was stolen from Law. But it's like when you have such a strong start, oh my god, it's just one of those moments. It's like you had such a strong start. And then you just like ran out of gas. And then now the opponent starts to get everything that they needed. So block. Okay, cool. Yeah, not much they can do, especially since we got 2 Punk Gibsons in hand. Yeah, that should be the game. All right, got it going up against Yamato. So yeah, like I said, I feel like 2 is the minimum because that's you want to get at least one. Like hit no matter what, you want to have at least gotten one leader ability in the match, and then the second one, like I said, is maybe I'm just saying the same thing too much. I think y'all get it for the most part. I think I'm just saying the same thing too much. But yeah, bare minimum one swing. That's by law. You have to have gotten at least one swing in that match. One leader ability. That's what I'm trying to say. By law, you have to have gotten at least one leader ability. And then the number varies afterwards, whether you get your second one or your third one. But usually at that point, yeah, you're closing. You're either closing the game out or you're setting up the game to be over. It's like checkmate type situation. You know, it's so nuts to me how Yamato, when everybody heard built-in double attack, it low-key struck fear. And then I started thinking to myself, what does it mean if the leader isn't that effective though? It scares me, right? I was like, what is it gonna mean if a leader with a built-in double attack isn't that effective? I'm like, that means they're gonna keep releasing more outlandish stuff, and it's like it's gonna get ridiculous at some point, especially when things can't be future-proofed. Yamato technically cannot be future-proofed, right? Outside of being restricted to green and yellow, Yamato can use any green and yellow cards for the most part. So with that being said, it's like then Robin came out with built-in banish, and I'm like, oh my god, yo, what is happening? I would not be surprised if they come out with a 3 life leader, or maybe even 2, that has built-in banish and double attack. Like, I wouldn't be surprised, because built-in double attack ain't break the meta. Built-in banish ain't break the meta. In fact, some people would argue that the Robin deck isn't good, or the Robin leader isn't good enough. It's nuts. This is nuts, I say. So it's like, man, I just know the future of One Piece is going to be chaotic. It's just going to be chaotic. Dag. Match essentially just started. Play the beige. Come on now. You use beige in efforts to protect that Juribani. Well, let's see if we get like a Hody Jones type of play. So, like the Zoro, Hody Jones can create an endgame scenario. And you being the 5 life leader, you know, you probably can have an opportunity where you can play it and still have life left over. But, or if you have no life, yada yada. What I'm simply saying is, though, by being able to rest 2 of any card on your opponent's side of the board, and you're going to look for the blockers, obviously, that's going to allow you to swing with whatever's left on your board, because Hody has rush, right? So whatever's left on your board, you can swing with that, and then you can double swing with the leader, because Hody is a 7-drop, so you can get 2 5k swings with your leader. And since this deck plays, you know, our attackers are 6k in power on average, so you would have Hody, you would have an 8k swing, 2 5k swings, and potentially a 6k or 2 6k swings after that. So it would be like 6 8 5 5 or 6 6 8 5 5. Like, you know, the order doesn't matter. It's just that can potentially be an end game scenario that you could put your opponent in with Hody Jones. And while having Zoro, pretty much the same type of mindset. So if you have characters already on the board, you can attack with those characters. Oh, like in Cavendish is just gold, so you can just go back to the Hody play and then you could like attack with Cavendish, restand the 2 Dawn, and now you have, you know, the 5 Dawn to work with, so you can give your leader 2 of that and just have like some 7k swings instead. But anyway, what you call this? And with Zoro, you know, you could attack 3 times with Zoro and put Dawn on your leader and attack 2 times with Kid. And if I'm right, okay, Zoro is 3, 6, and then you put the 4. So yeah, 5 9k swings, and of course if Cavendish is on the board, you get two of those Dawn, and you can kind of, you know, throw some Dawn in some places. So yeah, it's extremely effective endgame scenario play, especially if you have characters already on the board that's ready to attack. So that's what Zoro's for, and that's what Hody's for. That's why I say it's interchangeable. Like whether you want to play Hody at all, whether you want to play Zoro at all, you want to have more of one than the other. It's to your liking. So, and then Bonnie, like I said, is just to help you control the situation, to set you up for another turn so you can close out the game, because you know you're going to be able to attack with Bonnie, right? So just look at it that way. What else? And then only because of the state of the meta, it's like Basil Hawkins being sticky. You can always attack with him, of course, but he's sticky. And if they do misplay and try to use some form of board removal on him, you get an opportunity to rest one of your opponent's cards. So that's kind of the thought process behind all the cards. Oh, loaded up. Yeah, we don't have our blocker anymore. We do have Punk Gibson, though. Punk Gibson and a 2k counter. Ooh, perfect math. Now, with only 2 cards in their hand, they lost their board, I would say. The counterattack is going to be real. Cavendish is worth his weight in gold. See, and this is the beautiful thing. Because we have the double attack locked and loaded, we can do things like just poke with Cavendish, see if they're going to chuck a card, and then it's like, because you already know I can just Dawn up and just swing twice right now. And given the current game state, we don't need all those Yamatos. Okay. See, that was a bad idea. There we go. Now we get the 1 on our blocker. So if they attack, we can just draw a card. By the way, just in case, because Killer's an old card, so some people might have forgotten his conditions. That's a crazy swing. You need to have 3 characters on the board, and then when this card blocks, you get to draw a card. Don X, of course. Oh my god, I would fucking love to see if we're about to catch this setup. They're in such a bad position. We could double swing right now. Oh, that does look scary. That would imply... No. Hody's Hody anyway, right? So... maybe that should have stayed in our hand. Because Hody rest. Attack. Oh. Okay, we don't have to talk about Hody anymore. Block. Good stuff. And even though we don't get to see it in this like perfect light, it's still there. You see attack, attack, attack. Impossible to stop. Well, hope y'all enjoyed and have fun with the list. G.